Is $80,000 a year still paycheck to paycheck in America? Absolutely it is, and let me just show you why. Now this tweet sparked a lot of debates, and nearly everyone in the quotes were saying if you make this much money and you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're just bad with money and don't know how to manage. Let's just check the facts on that. Now for this example, I'm gonna be fair. I'm not gonna use LA, I'm not gonna use New York, I'm gonna use Philadelphia. In Philly, after all the taxes, $80,000 is roughly $2,400 every 2 weeks or $4,800 a month. The average rent in Philly is $1,900 for an 800 square foot apartment. That's about a 1-bedroom. Now let's just see how much we could squeeze out that $4,800. Rent is $1,925, groceries $400, adjust that how you want. Student loans $450 because you made that $80K doing something. Gas $240 a month, utilities $250, food $300, adjust that how you want. Car note $400, car insurance $200, luxuries $300 because you got to take your girl on a date or get haircuts or something. After that, you only left with $285. That is paycheck to paycheck.
Is 80K living paycheck to paycheck? Absolutely not. If you know what you're doing, if you make sacrifices, if you live below your means. So, yeah, are you going to live the most amazing lifestyle, the Instagram lifestyle? No, you're not. But what you can do is, well, let's go with his math. The whole rent being not $1,900. Well, there are places where you can get lower rent, or you can get a roommate. So this is where there's things you can do to lower your expense costs, to lower your expense. So hypothetically, get a roommate. So you can probably half it. Groceries, $400. Okay. Now, you can also go lower. You can also make it lower by, yes, shopping at discounted, like an Aldi's or Little or whatever, places that cost less, but fine, $400 for groceries. But what does that say? Where he says food $300. Well, if you are spending $400 on groceries, $300 should be out. So really, no, there's no $300 right there. Subscription costs, I would say if you cut off everything, just keep Netflix, which is about $16 a month. Boom, not $50. Let's say $16. Luxuries, $300. Boom, cut out luxuries. Don't spend anything on luxuries like clothes or even going out. If you can find something free, do something, a picnic, or stay home, Netflix and chill with your girlfriend, whatever. Watch YouTube videos, read books. Boom, no luxury. Utilities, I mean, those things you can always figure out how to go lower, right? Try to cut down waste, electrical waste, or any kind of things that will cost you a bill. But let's say fine, $250 is fine. Car insurance, cut it down. $200. Well, I had my my insurance bill was about $200. If you drive safe, hopefully, you be frugal, cut it down. I've had one. I cut mine to basic, so it's about $68. And if I do the math, making $480, $400, $4,800 a month, you still left with $2,000 net worth. Put that into an investment account or a high yield interest account. Boom. You're not really living paycheck to paycheck. And over time, you will definitely not live paycheck to paycheck. So what I'm saying is that there's ways to change it. There's ways to make things work.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. And fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit.
I'm 100% for this. I am proud and supportive of any men that value their peace, value their sanity, their time, their money, their efforts, value themselves, have high self-respect. That if you can't get a woman that cares for you, respects you, wants to be with you, love you, then focus on yourself. This is a thing where I am so supportive of, and I scream to it. I scream to the highest mountain about it by You should become the best version of yourself, for you to find your own happiness, for you to not be held to the BS of women or other people, where you are the leader, you are the center of your universe. That's the thing. This is, more men need to have this state of mind where you are the prize, or you deserve what you think, what you believe you deserve. If you're a good man, you deserve the best, or you deserve to be treated well with effort and respect and love. If you're not, you can focus on yourself. You will be the one to treat yourself with that respect and love and care, right? Peace of mind is very important. A lot of these women or a lot of people will use you, abuse you, don't care about you, will treat you terrible, don't care about your effort, waste your time and shit like that. Best thing is, don't be a doormat. Have some self-respect. Care about yourself. I think that's the biggest issue, where we have so many men, they just don't care about themselves. They don't take time for themselves. They don't focus on themselves. They will ignore themselves and focus on women, family, being the provider, being the protector, or trying to be, and they are unhappy. We have too many men that are guideless, directionless. We have a high, self-deletion rate. So too many men to just not care for themselves, and I'm so supportive of this. That's the thing.
I had put $6,000 into GameStop, around $58, and today it completely sunk, and it's at $37. But guys, I think it's time to admit it, and it's a pretty bad decline. So I've lost over half of my account already. It's probably like at $3,000 right now. So I think the only thing to do right now would be to deposit another $2,300 and buy the dip, because I believe it'll go back up. I hope. If not, I'm screwed. But at least everyone's entertained. But yeah, so I just deposited another $2,300, and I'm gonna buy it. Is it the smartest idea? No. Will it work out in my favor? Probably not. But just in case, because if it goes back up, decent amount profit, right? And if it keeps going down, I'm already screwed. What's a little bit more money at this point, right? Well, let's see. Let's buy more shares and...
The whole GameStop thing, AMC, and all the meme stuff with stocks is like my soap opera. It keeps me entertained. I love stocks. Stocks has pretty much helped me gain a net worth of 6 figures. So I love stocks. I love investing long-term into stocks, into good companies. But this is the point. I promote and I push and I support men to become the best version of themselves, and that includes financially. And I think one of the best ways is through stocks. But this is the problem, where the whole get rich thing, it's a gamble. This is why people, when I start, before I did stocks, I thought it was risky. It was gambling. You will lose your money, stuff like that. And it's true. If you do shit like this is gambling. GameStop, AMC, all these other kind of meme stocks, they are terrible companies. They are money losing companies. They are pumping, they are rising because people are buying a lot of it. Just because they want to buy a lot of it and push it up as far as you can go. So doing that, jumping on the FOMO, the craze, well, you are now at the whims of other people, not because of how good the company is or how good the future of the company is. No, you are at the whims of other people if they will buy or sell. Purely that, only that. So now you have turned into a gambler. Now you're gambling, hoping that people will continue to buy, to continue to push up. Now, hell, if you were lucky and buying things at low prices at low amounts, low price costs, amazing. You made money. But you are buying it once it's going up, it's already too late. That's something that you need to learn. When you're buying a company, especially a company that's a money-losing company, a company that's terrible, while it's going up, you have already lost, because that going up, it's already towards the end, most likely. So this is the thing where I really wish a lot of men or a lot of people don't do, is to gamble. Because if you lose your money, this guy's gonna lose, what, I forgot he said $6,000, and then 2, maybe $8,000. That's gonna turn you off into investing. That's gonna turn you off into stocks, and that's already gonna make you really at a negative. So this is a really sad thing that I see a lot of people do. I watch the whole Wall Street bets, fires, or the losses that people do. It is insane how much people can lose. And doing shit like this, gambling with your money, is insane. I'm not a gambler. I hate gambling because I hate losing money. So I rather invest the long term, and I have a higher percentage of making money than gambling in the short term, and then most likely high percent of losing money. So this is insane. But for me, as an outsider, I'm not buying any of these companies. But as an outsider, it is fun to watch, because I love watching the losses, because it is insane how much money people lose. So it is fun to watch.
What are we doing here, guys? Pretty good proof to me. Oh, hey, I'm video recording you, buddy. Video recording you, and you got prison time, not me. Hey, Charlene, all I'm going to say is, are you coming with me, or are you staying with this guy? Pick or choose right now. And because, you know what? We've screwed the last 2 nights. She sucked and professed to me that loves me and wants to be with me forever. And I have it on audio, actually. I'll send you the file just so you believe me. And she swore, you know what she said to me last night? She said, I swear on my kids' lives, Ryan, that I'm not doing anything with Stefan anymore, because it was always only about his daughter, and now that that's done, we're done. But clearly that's not the case, is it, Charlene?
That right there is sad. It's sad. Because he still wants his family. He still wants to make it work. But that shows you that men nowadays have no self-respect. We have a doormat epidemic, a backboneless epidemic, where good men are treated like shit. They're treated like doormats. They're treated like expendable tools. Where a man wants to make a family work, even though she cheated on him multiple times, he still wants to make it work. This man has absolutely no self-respect. He doesn't care about himself. He doesn't. He cares about his family. And that's the sad part. That's the sad part, because he's the only one that cares. He's the only one that cares about his family. Not his wife. She don't care. And that's the sad part. She only cares about herself. She only cares about how she feels. And seeing these things more and more about, and you know what? And these would be the cases where women would file for divorce. This is what happens when they're unhappy, right? It's not because men cheated or whatever. It's just they don't feel like it anymore. Women don't feel it anymore. So it's not because men are abusive, toxic, or whatever. No. Women just don't feel it anymore. They grown out of love, or they don't love you anymore. That kind of shit. It's just sad. And it's sad to see this man's self-respect thrown out of the window. Sad to see this man stomping on his own self-respect. It is sad. That's the thing where I feel bad for a lot of men. You know, you think that, you married a good one, right? Because usually you would think most women are good, right? So it's hard to think that you think women are toxic, women are terrible, women are cheaters. That's not the propaganda we get, right? That women are cheaters, liars, and toxic. We don't get that. The true propaganda is men are terrible. So men are not coming into it thinking, oh, women can be terrible. No, we think that we chose a good one, a woman that would love you. Because if you treat her good, marry her, have kids with her, try to provide or be a good partner to her, care for her and all that shit, she would love you. She would treat you well. But that's not a for sure thing. This is just absolutely sad. And then seeing this man say that, who do you choose? It just shows that he has no self-respect. He would still take her back. He would still accept her, even though she shitted on him.
Bitch, I don't like niggas, I don't like bitches, I don't like nobody. We can get gangster, we can keep it cordial. I ain't want nobody. I don't backtrack, man. Fuck that. I don't touch nobody. Left it on scene, I ain't right back.
I just seen a meme that said, if they can't plan a date, then they can't plan a future. If they can't plan a date, then they can't plan the future. If they can't plan a date, then they can't plan a future. That's all.
Eye roll. If they can't put effort in a date with you, they won't put effort in a future with you. Yeah. It's the absolute insanity of women. They don't follow men's lead anyway. They don't follow a lead they will follow you on what kind of date you plan. They definitely won't follow you on the future you plan. They will fight with you through tooth and nails. So really, is that really the case? Modern women don't follow men. They don't follow men's lead. That's the insanity. Where, do you want a man to plan a future? No, you don't. Women don't, because women will fight with men tooth and nail. Women are so opinionated more than ever. And that's the thing. Just like with dating, women are so opinionated. They will say no to this, yes to that. Exactly that. Where it has to be what women think is okay. So, a lot of times men just give up. Where I say, okay, fine. You'll plan it. What do you want to do? What makes you happy? That's the thing what women don't understand. Men will just say, what makes you happy? Men will just take a seat back. Because a lot of times, women are so difficult to be with, so difficult to be in a relationship with, to have a partnership with, that they make it so unappetizing to actually be the one to lead the relationship, the one who plans a relationship. This is the thing where women always say, oh, I need a man to take me out of my masculinity. Take you out of your masculinity. So you are already difficult to be with. So he has to make you feminine, make you agreeable, make you submissive. What the hell is that? And that is a chore. That is something that women don't understand. That is difficult. And honestly, it's either no man can do it or very, very few men can do it. And the men can't do it. Well, most likely they can do it with any woman. Most likely they have plenty of women that they can do that for. So that's the absolute insanity of women. And these quotes are just, these women taking these memes or quotes are just ridiculous because they don't even know the meaning of it, nor do they follow it. Women don't follow men's lead. They don't. So really, they're not looking for a man to plan the future, right? The so-called strong, independent women. I'm gonna just do it all myself, right?